Hello, viewers. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Live Client Shoutout with Care Global Consulting Limited. And with me today is Mr. Innocent. So, Mr. Innocent, welcome on this live. Good morning.
Good morning, Care Global Consult. Good morning.
Good to have you on this live.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
All right, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, relax and listen to our conversation. If you need assistance with placement or visa processing or career guidance, in business and business guidance, including mentoring. So Care Global Consulting got you covered. So we are here to serve you. So you can reach out to us on 08100121381. That's our office line that you can contact. Yeah. So we'll be going on, with the business of the day. Mr. Innocent, where are you talking to me from today?
Okay, I'm speaking from United Kingdom, UK.
All right.
I'm speaking
So
to you from United Kingdom. Yeah.
thank you. So what are you currently doing in the United Kingdom?
Okay. Currently, I'm on my postgraduate study, working in the UK at the moment. I've finished my program, so I'm currently working at the moment.
Okay, because I definitely know that by now you should be done with your program. So, um, yes, you know, was it more than a year? Was it more than a year program? Yours was 14 months, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, it's a 18 months program, but yeah, 18 months program with placement.
Okay.
It comes with placement. So we have 3 months placement, then
Okay.
1 year academic work in total.
Oh, okay. How does that placement work? Were you working with an organization during your time at your school?
Okay, was it at the time of the placement you're asking,
Yes,
or at the
yes.
time
The
of
placement,
study?
how does
Which
it
of
work?
them?
Yeah, the time of the placement, how does
Okay,
it work?
okay. The school has this program they have, employability program they have in the institution, which they partner with some local companies within the city. For some students which are on placement, so you go out there to those organizations by the school reference to seek for employment as a part-time, that's on placement, to work with them to gain some what skills and what knowledge. So the
Mm.
school has a program. They have a program for students with placement. When you finish your academic work, you go on your 3 months placement, which you write a report after your placement and submit, and it's being graded. It's part of your academic work. It forms part of your academic work. So if you don't do your placement, you are not graduating from the university. So
Oh,
is a program that school has in place for students. Yeah.
okay. The placement, is it paid? Is it a paid work?
Yeah, of course, is a paid program because every company, every employer here in the UK understand the fact that student has rent to pay. They have a transportation to transport them to work, commute to work. So there is always a pay, but not as a person working full time, but as a part time person. You are only allowed to work 20 hours while
Mm.
you are schooling. So you're not allowed to do more than 20 hours. They will pay you based on the hours you've accumulated in the week. So it's a paid placement. In
Okay,
other
so
words, if you have placement, if you have a organization you've actually gone to meet on your own and they are willing
hmm.
to absorb you to work with them, you can bring a letter from them why the school will accommodate that as well.
Oh, that's good. It means placement is actually a nice route, for people that have it incorporated into their course. Is actually a good one, because one will be able to have, first hand experience, and it's also good for your CV as well. So in the area where you have studied, in that your particular field of study, where you have finished, where you'll be finishing your program, or where you're having a program on. So now, Mr. Innocent, what is good about the UK? Like, can you tell us one thing that you love about UK?
Uh, I would say that UK is a large community, a large country per se, and they are welcoming. They are very welcoming people. There is always opportunity if you want to grow. If you want to advance in any sectors of the economy, there's always opportunity. There is a program set aside for people that want to advance in any area, provided you know what you are doing. They are willing to support you at all angles. So UK is quite good for anybody that feels like he or she wants to advance, understand what is happening in the economy, why are they more successful most at times as to compare to their counterparts and their neighboring countries, what they have in place. So if you have this in mind and you want to advance, UK has at every level programs set aside for such people. So UK is a good country for someone to begin academically, career-wise, and what have you, in all ramification. UK is a good place to be. And I'm not regretting coming to the UK. It has opened my mind, my thoughts to a lot of things. They are very well, they are very lovely people. The country, the economy, the policies and procedures set aside, both for immigrants, both for non-immigrant, everybody is being accommodated. There is always a policy that governs each and every one of us staying in the UK.
So good to hear that about the UK. So now, which country are you from?
Of course, I'm from Nigeria.
All right. So what part of Nigeria are you from, Mr. Innocent? Unless when we call your other names, if we call Mr. Innocent alone, people might not easily know which country you're from. You can be from Ghana. So, yeah. So, but then, yeah, what? Yeah.
You're right.
So, yeah. So, which part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Enugu State, precisely.
Of Enugu State. So, Mr. Innocent is an Igbo man. Are you Igbo? Yeah, Enugu is Igbo now. Is Igbo? That
You
is
can say that.
okay.
100%,
Yeah.
100% Igbo man. Yes.
Yes, I love Igbo people. So now, let's go to other.
Everyone loves Igbo people.
Um,
We are coming.
yeah. What did you say? Indibos. Kwenu.
Everyone loves Igbo people.
Yes,
Ndị Igbo
everyone loves
kwenu.
Igbo people.
We are yeah, Igbo kwenu.
Igbo Kwenu.
Yes, we are the greatest.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, Mr. Innocent, what will you say you love about your country, Nigeria? What do you love about Nigeria?
Everything about Nigeria. I love everything about Nigeria. I will start with my culture, being the Igbo culture. I love the Igbo culture, the Igbo tradition, what we do, and I equally love all the whole six geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Everyone is amazing in Nigeria. So the only thing is that there are no more opportunities for us. There are opportunities, I would say, but for young graduates coming up, there are not much jobs for us to stay in our country, do what we can, and make our country a better place. Nigeria is a lovely country to be. There are hosts of what opportunity we can harness within Nigeria. We are accommodating. We have all the mineral resources. Multicultural. Everything you seek is in Nigeria. So I
Mm,
love my country, and I will stand with my country at all time. A true
mm.
Nigerian.
Okay. Um, Thank you for that beautiful, you know, um, words about Nigeria and then the praises. You've talked about how we have several mineral resources and all of that. Um, and we are still coming back to that because we I also know that these mineral resources, they are not well harnessed, you know, to
Of course.
to develop the country as it is. So, and that is why, you know, we are hoping that people like you outside Nigeria, because we have a lot of Nigerians, you know, that are in the diaspora. So we are hoping that all of you guys in the diaspora, even as you're there now, you guys, you know, will be putting things in place, putting your heads together to see how all of these things can be harnessed to develop our country so that future generations coming, you know, will be able to take pride in this country and then see how to make people stay back at home and study, because I know that if everything to be fine with Nigeria, I know a lot of people won't travel out for studies here. So it's because of different, you know, how the economy is and how things are with the country presently. That is why we see a lot of people moving out to all of these places, because even the educational sector is not still what it's supposed to be. So and that is why we are seeing a lot of people going there to study, and a lot of people, like what is unique in my own organization is that for people to go there, see and then have their certificate, because definitely when you go there, you're getting higher knowledge or superior knowledge as it is, and then be able to still come back to we are a picture of that. No, for people to see be being be for people to still be able to come back to Nigeria to develop Nigeria, or you know, develop Nigeria from there. Wherever you are, you can still contribute. So we are a preacher of that. So now we'll still come back to that question, you know, about how to fix Nigeria if you are to be the governor of your state, or if you're holding a position, even if you're not holding a position, you know, because I love the perspective of my clients. Most of them will say, even if you're not holding a position, even if you're not in the government, you don't have to be in the government to actually impact life. You don't have to be in the government to fix Nigeria. So people that are saying they have to be in government to fix Nigeria, I think they're missing it. So is it that they don't know, you know, um, some see that they don't know how, you know, the blueprint of helping or developing their country without being in government, you know, or say that they don't have that blueprint or they don't have that idea, because somebody must not be in the government to be able to impact on lives, to be able to impact even in the society as it is. So now let us look at, you said you are done with your program and then you're currently working. So and then you have said so many beautiful things about this. So I want us to know which school are you that has given you this opportunity, because you know you've said so many things, so many beautiful things about the program you've done in the UK, and then how, you know, how your school is able to link you up with some organizations that they have in their on their platform, where you people can do is it, what do you call it, just placement and professional placement. So which school, what's the name of your school?
Okay, I graduated from the University of Wolverhampton, here in England. So I studied construction project management in the university. So I came in 2022. My school started September 2022.
Mm,
That's when we started. We kicked off the
mm,
program 2022. So it wasn't easy at the initial stage, but as,
mm,
as God may have it, with having perseverance in mind, consistency and hard work, it became something of reality today that we, not only me, my set could emerge
mm,
successful from the university. Because it's not an easy one, I must tell you. Because you can't combine academics and money are two parallel lines that can never meet. It's either you are chasing money or you are chasing academics. You have to give off
mm,
one to be able to achieve the other. Otherwise, it won't balance off very well. But however, the university also, I will appreciate the university because they've done great. The lecturers are amazing, the vice
mm,
chancellors, the management, the community itself, they are all amazing. At the
mm.
time, we had to do a program from 9 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night, have three
Yeah.
set of course in order for us to meet what the course content and also the deadline, because once it's a year course is a course. If it is 1 year program, it is 1 year program. Is that you are lacking behind, the lecturers are always there to give you whatever resources you need. They will walk you through all the academic work you need to achieve, all the assessments, they will walk you through it. At the beginning of the course, you have the whole 3 months to run your coursework. So I think with the way the academic sector, depending on your course anyway, is being organized here, is something Nigeria should emulate. I must come in that context because in Nigeria, it is not always the case is not always the same. Somebody
Mm,
going for a program of 1 year program, master's degree, which by principle on the principle in internet, you will see a year program for Nigerians. Then when you're in practice, the reverse is the case. You are having like 2 years, 3 years doing a master's program, continue paying school fees, which shouldn't have been so. You understand what I'm saying? So the university here, they
mm,
have a working principles, and everything is online. Your coursework is online, your materials online. You have your login details. After the lecture, you can log in into your profile, download the lecture materials, read through on it. The assessments are online. Go through it, do your assessment, and present it. And the deadline for submission is always online. Everything is online, it's automated. It's not only by the lecturer, other people sees it. If you have an issue with your lecture or your assessment, you write an email, you can copy as many people as you want if you so wish. So the board will sit on your case. So it's something that they've designed. That's why people keep coming in. At the end of 9 months, 10 months, people have graduated from master's degree program. Whereas back home, they are stressing you.
mm,
They are stressing you. What for people will be in the master program for a certain number of years, which is not, and the person will get frustrated with the hardship and hard economy, how difficult it is for someone to raise school fees to carry himself along the master's program. The lecturers will make it worse as well. I'm not saying every lecturers are the same, all lecturers are the same rather, but most lecturers, I don't know if they drive joy in making the students, we students, to suffer. But most lecturers, they will come and do the needful and go because they understand. And I think those lecturers are those lecturers that must have passed through the academic sector over here, or must have been
mm,
tutored by some lecturers who came here to have a program and return back home to what? Continue the academic work. These are the two
mm,
scenarios where you can have an exceptional lecturers. But back home, those who are being trained and was frustrated by other lecturers will always have to take a thumb on some students' flesh, thinking is the best. No, our morals have to come in place. Everyone has
mm,
to to build Nigeria, like you said. I was coming to that. To build up Nigeria, you said
mm,
you mustn't be available to what
mm,
platform. The environment will not allow you. The forces there, the elites will not
mm,
allow you to function. Once they
mm,
see that you are progressing, you are doing something to better the lives of what Nigerians. So many things will go
Yeah.
against it because they are benefactors of some certain things which we don't know. So for Nigeria to
Yeah.
change and for us to change, it starts with the thing of the mind. It starts with us first. Change begins with us. Me as an individual, I have to change this way I think, how I see things, how I act.
Mm.
That's the way we can have a better Nigeria. So the university here, coming back to the university, I just digress a little bit to just capture some
Mm.
points. Compared to the university here, the universities here are amazing. They are very, very much amazing. And coming to the tuition fee, I think my school is the best university, if I must say, because I had conversation with some of my colleagues in other universities in various cities. My
Yeah.
universities are very, very lenient with tuition fee. Very, very. I will say that and I will say it again. Wolverhampton University is very lenient with international students. When it comes to international, they don't joke with international students. You can have one-on-one discussion with the management as regards to your fee. You come to the finance, they work it out for you, a program on how you pay your school fees.
Wow. Beautiful.
In as much as you get a lot of emails, in as much as you
Mm.
get a lot of emails trying to tell you you are now you bridging your contract with the university, that you are supposed to have
Yeah.
paid your school fee, they are still lenient with that. They understand the hardship Nigerians
Mm.
are facing. During the
Wow.
time of war, when we are using Form A to make payment for when we are using Form A to make payment for tuition
Mm.
fee, because most students, international students, relied on that. We were hoping
Mm.
on Form A to pay up our school fees. So at a
Yeah.
point, federal government had to float naira. It affected most international students. Wolverhampton
Mm.
University understood that fact. In as
Mm.
much as they are not supposed, because it's a contract you've entered with the university, you're going to pay your
Yeah.
school fees so time, so period. But they still this sense of leniency with international students.
Mm.
Is when you've done it beyond expectation, what they can withhold. That is when the management, the weight forces of what the finance department will come on you. But I will say it again, Wolverhampton University still remains the best and is the best.
So let's give
As
it
for
up
me, I don't know for
for.
every other person. Because if you Wolverhampton University,
So let's
the
give it up
best
for University of
university so far.
Wolverhampton.
So that is
So
it with
thumbs
the
up. My people here are even supporting you with claps. So this a good analysis about Nigeria. We were talking about what, as in about your university. So you bring it to Nigeria. So you've traveled around the whole world, during the discussion. I was a brilliant analysis, and I'm happy that you really spoke well about University of Wolverhampton. So it's like University of Wolverhampton now is the deal breaker for everyone that we love to study in the United
of
Kingdom.
course.
And then, like, honestly, and then, like I said earlier, K Global Consulting got you covered. So we make it hassle free for you. So if you want to study at the University of Wolverhampton, and you don't want to, get stressed along the line, you just want, to know everything that's been done for you. You know everything that's been done for you and all of that, and it will be hassle
I
free,
will say,
very smooth for you. Just ring Care Global Consulting on 081 0012 1381. So now, Mr. Innocent also talked about
okay,
that you can't be studying and also be working well. But then, that is one thing we Africans or Nigerians and other people that travel out to study. That is one thing we also love about their system. Because I'm also a preacher of that when you're studying, you shouldn't stereotype and just be like, okay, book, 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 book. That is why we see most people that study during the yeah you see talk most people that do studies during their study time, and they have one thing doing or the other. Some of them some of them have bands. Some of them, they go for live shows and they perform. They make extra dough, extra money. And they are able to support themselves, even without really bothering their parents, even at their first degree. So I am a preacher of, don't stereotype, don't just study alone. As you're studying, also get experience, work, because it's also a time, for you to, as you're self-developing, you can also, as you're learning, you can also be self-developing in the other angle. And that is why the international body, as in especially these Western schools and universities, they make sure that students don't work more than 20 hours during their study period. So you wanted to say something about that? Because students are still able
Yeah,
to work,
I wanted to comment because
for the
I
fact that
think
they're able to study, for the fact that they're able to study and work is one good thing that students love about these international studies as well. So, but then in Nigeria, we see that people
okay.
only study; they don't have time to even work at all, or there's no even provision for the job for them. So you can talk before I go ahead.
Okay. The thing is, for my, I will still come in the angle from the angle of my university and my program
Yes.
per se. My program, construction project management, my faculty and my department designed our program in such a way
Mm,
that we only come to school once a week. We only come
mm,
to school once a week. We only come to
mm,
lectures on Wednesday, and that is it. Now, you
mm,
have 6 days left.
mm,
If you are good enough, you can manage the two things. You can manage it.
mm,
You can give
mm.
yourself Monday to Wednesday for your academic work, then work
Mm.
from Thursday 20 hours. If you
Yeah,
have where you're doing 5 hours job, you do your 5 hours
yeah,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
yeah.
as the case may be. So in
Mm,
some school university have it from Monday to Wednesday for lectures. They have it from
mm,
Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, which do not allow students to work and still make some extra income because you have to pay your house rent, you have to pay your what, your
mm.
bills. But Wolverhampton designed the program in such a way that you can only visit your university once. It's a master's program. It is understood that every master is an advanced program. You can be able to work on your own. When you're being
Mm,
given a little tutor, let me say, when you're being given a little guidance from the lecturer, just an overview of what you expected in the course for
mm,
that semester, you will now go back home, do a bit of research on that particular topic or course. The resources are there for you to do that. Then you no
yeah.
reason for you not to function very well. But the universities
Mm,
that do their programs Monday to Friday, I don't know how people function in those universities.
mm.
You understand? Then, secondly, I did forget something about Care Grover
You,
because
you,
when I was looking
yeah.
for this admission, I wanted to say something about Care Grover, but it skipped my
Yeah.
mind as I was talking.
Okay.
When I was applying for some university, I first of all did ARU, which is Anglia Ruskin University. I
Yeah.
had admission with Anglia Ruskin University. I continued again because I was looking for where I can get a tuition fee that is reasonable and affordable. So I
Yeah.
had to go to Hull, University of Hull. I secured an admission with University of Hull. Then I went again to Coventry. These admissions was done by myself. So I went to
Yeah.
Coventry. I secured an admission with Coventry University. Then a friend of mine, Sydney Annie, referred me to Care Grover. I should go to Care Grover and I will find out what they do and make my decisions. I said, okay,
Sydney was
can I
on my
have their
live.
contact? He said, okay.
Sydney was on my live last week. I think so. Last 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. So it was him that referred me. So I had to contact the Care Grover. But one thing with Care Grover is they are top notch. Once you are ready to travel, they are ready to assist. If you are not ready, do not contact. You have to make up your mind, be ready, get your academic papers ready, your transcript, whatever document you are being asked to provide, that is your job. Go and provide it. Every other paperwork, documentation, leave it for Care Grover, they will do it. And they can email you, talk to you at any point in time from from 7, 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. But if it is urgent, they can email you so that when you're waking up in the morning, you will see what needs to be done. That's it with Care Global. So Care Global, when I contacted
That's
Care
right.
Global, they secured admission for me in 3 universities: Westminster University, uh, Euclid University,
Yeah.
and Wolverhampton University. All these were construction project management. So I had to make a wide research about the 3 universities which I have admission with. Only Wolverhampton has placement with their course and is a way
Yeah.
cheaper to start with. And is a program that comes with placements. And being somebody that is passionate about the course, I just decided, I said, okay, I think Wolverhampton, with what I have on ground, I've assessed other university. Wolverhampton, yeah, I think is the best. Care Global was there from the pre-stage, when the discussion stage, the consulting stage. I had to talk to Care Global at the consulting stage without nothing attached. They asked me to forward some certain documents, which I did. They proceeded to the what? Admission stage. They submitted my application, did my application. I was only involved in providing what? My documents. Care Global did all this. At the end, I had these 3 admissions. No fee was charged. Nothing was charged from Care Global. It's a zero what? Fee application and process. I was like, what's this company all about? What are they doing? I don't understand. The companies I've reached out to in terms of education abroad,
Yeah.
they always tell you pay $100, $50 for the application fee. But Care Global charged zero fee for all this. Like, okay, let's continue. Let's see how it goes. Care Global did not stop at application. When I got the admission, I decided to go to Wolverhampton. They asked me to provide, that was a conditional offer of admission was given to me. There are some certain documents that I was asked to get again. I think I submitted my NACO. I submitted my NACO. They asked for English proficiencies and all that. Wolverhampton, I don't know how Care Global and Wolverhampton did it. Wolverhampton waived the English. They said, okay, they are accepting the NACO. I was like, wow, this is a progress in its ramification. I applaud Care Global for that. They went on by doing what? Securing unconditional admission offer for me, and I'm now holding the goal for the university. Care Global has charged zero fee at this point. I email Care Global 10 p.m., 1 a.m. in the night. I'll drop chat, I'll follow them up. They will follow you up back. Amarachi and Oluchi, I think so. I still remember their name. With you, Amarachi and Oluchi, is it? Yeah. They keep on responding to my email. When you are not available, they will respond to my email. They will do all sorts of things, make sure that everything is being put in place. At the end, Care Global did my what? My application fee for visa. They did my application for visa, did everything, used their dollar account. You see, okay, I had to create. Care Global asked me to go and create my own dollar account to use my dollar card to pay. Some companies will
Yeah.
ask you, pay into our account, we will do the payment for you. Care Global asked me, you need to make payments so, and they go to bank, create your dollar account, fund the account, we'll use the card to make your payment. You are now the one delaying yourself. I had to sit up,
Yeah.
do the needful. And at the end, all this through without zero fee. I give it to Care Global, and I keep referring people to Care Global because they are still the top notch as far as education. International student is in vogue. As far as going to abroad to study is still paramount, and you have it in mind. Seek the consent of what? Care Global. Consult them. They are there 24/7 to assist you. So I still give it to you people. You people are doing a great job because most people have the resources, but they don't have the ideas or how to bring the ideas closer to channel it to what they want. But Care Global will help you shape it together, make it a goal for you if you are ready. But if you are not ready, they are not ready. You have to be ready for them to be ready for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have not even gotten to the question for Care Global, but you have said a lot of things about Care Global. So thank you, Mr. Innocent, for that
Yeah.
you know, praise of Care Global, that you just put out there, for our listeners. You see, I'll still ask you some questions though. um I've been telling people that our clients are very very supportive of what we do, and then we'll actually have good clients. But then when they come and they see that, okay, these people are ready to assist in every way, our clients are also very very supportive of what we do, because you advise them, they listen. Now you people made the job easy for us, so now as well we actually discourage people from paying to us. So especially when during the visa processing, so we tell you ahead, open dollar account, do all of those things ahead so that you have them in place. But you know what, I can tell you, definitely people now, there are still some people that you still tell all of these things, open an account, fund it. They will not still do it. And then they will still expect, they still want us to do it for them. Such people will charge them for that service in order to discourage them, because now when we charge you is to discourage you to, not to say, okay, not to send money to us, but then to use your own card. Yeah. So because every service we render is actually, now on that level is charged. So now for
Wow.
most people at times, some people they will not
Hey.
still open account. Instead, when we say, okay, if we have to use our card for you, we will have to charge you. Some of them will now resort in using their friends card or whatever, which for us is better, because we want you to have, let's say that you are still receiving emails, direct emails from these people when you make payment and all of that. So whatever we are going to be doing, whether we're going to be charging you, we let you know ahead so that you make your decision. We don't force people to do things. So we always, work with the interest of our clients. So we work at the best interest. We have the best interest of our client at heart. So that is why, we don't actually charge for our services. Even currently, that we are charging, or will I say charging with a commitment fee, for people to pay currently, but then it's still refundable, which means that in the end it's still free, because we discovered that a lot of people use, services of firms, and then at the end of the day, if they are not charged, they will abandon that service and then go. But then do you know what, Mr. Innocent, because it's a minimal fee that we are, charging for commitment, which is refundable, some people will still come, they will still use our service, they will go to another place, and then some of them will not, we just, some few people, might not follow through. Some only come to see how our service is, this our so much talked about service. They want to see how it is. Also themselves, they will still mind to still pay that little commitment fee just to see how our service or how we run our service. So, but then some of them still come and then they still see that, okay, even what people have said about us, in fact, is much we do for our clients, much more than that. No, but then because they are not actually interested, or they are not fully interested in, in going, then they might not follow through. But then at the end of the day, our service is not, at least we don't lose totally, you know, on that service when it comes to, somebody coming to use our service, and at the end of the day, maybe they don't follow through. So that is why we have initiated that process currently, which we just started maybe late last year, I think around November or December. So that is why we have initiated that process currently, which we just started maybe late last year, I think around November or December. So that is why
So, hi guys, be careful.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It's not communicating. It's where it's not communicating. I can't hear you anymore. I can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you with the audio. I can hear you.
Okay, with the audio you can hear me. So
Yeah,
maybe
but once it goes to the video.
let me speak with the audio first, right?
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So now, so I was saying that, you know, people can
Hello?
and one is has power, it makes it easy. It makes the job easy, like just like you said. So it's not. I'm not really discouraging people from what they call it, from having, political position, or having position as it is. Everybody cannot be in the position, isn't it? So, but then, because if we want to say, oh, it's until
Yes.
you get into a position, that is when you'll be able to help your country, or that is when you will be able to help your state, or that is when you'll be able to help your local government. Everybody will be waiting until until they get there, until they have that position. Do you understand? So that is why. So people need to know that even without you being in the government, you can still work. I don't know if you can still hear me. Uh-huh. Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Go on.
So people still need to know that
Of course, yes, I can.
although being in power makes it easy for you to be able to, develop your country, or for you to be able to help your community or whatever, it makes it easy because the resources you're using is not your resources, it's the resources of the government. So, and then, yeah, the resources coming in, you're supposed to actually use it to assist people, to develop your community, to develop your country. Yeah, it makes it easy instead of using your own personal resources to do that. So it makes it easy. But then one doesn't have to be in the government. Everybody cannot be in the government. So even in the small places where we are supposed to be able to, help. Even if it's not building road, even if it's not installing what they call it, electricity like that. If you don't have the money to do those ones, you can be of help to people by giving them knowledge about things, by doing what, like you talked about lecturers the other time that are in school, maltreating their students, maybe because maybe they've been maltreated in one way or the other. Even if you've been maltreated in one way or the other, it shouldn't make you maltreat another person. So you being maltreated, you're supposed to learn
It's
from it.
not a
That this is
yardstick.
not. Yes, yes, it's not a yardstick. You're supposed to learn from it that this thing that has happened to me wasn't good. So I make a conscious effort that okay, when I meet other people, I won't treat them the way they have treated me because I know how I felt. So it wasn't good to me. So and then be able to have a positive mindset and treat others better. So that is what it's supposed to be. If you're treated badly somewhere, it shouldn't make you to go and treat other people bad as well. It's supposed to make you learn yeah, to treat others better. That is what it's supposed to be. So experiences are supposed to make us better human beings and not supposed to make us, bad human beings. That is actually what I believe in. So, and then that is the point I'm coming from. That if you're not in power, it doesn't mean you cannot assist, or it doesn't mean you cannot help. It doesn't mean you cannot develop. Leadership is not only when you become governor. Leadership is not only when you become president. Leadership is in every phases. Even in your home, you can in your home as a husband, you can be a leader, and then even if your wife has a certain mentality that doesn't align, or your husband doesn't have a certain mentality that doesn't align, that's not good, you're supposed to be able to still keep maintaining the right path. But then unfortunately, we know that human being, just like the Bible says, that the heart of men are desperately wicked, nobody can know it. Some people, irrespective of if you do the right thing, they will not change. But then in that aspect, the only thing you can do is to hand them over to God and continue to pray for them for their change. But then it doesn't mean that we shouldn't try our own best to see that things work well, or things work in the right way, or do things in the right way. So thank you for all of those talks and all of that. So people, if you have the opportunity to be in power, it is good. Power is good. If you have the opportunity to clinch any post, it is good, because it will make your impact
Everybody will
easy.
not
It
be
will
in
make
power.
Yes, yeah, it will make it easy for you to be able to serve, and yeah, that is good. So
Yeah.
now let's move to other discussion. Now we are about this care global consulting now. Yeah, Mr. Anderson, which year was it that you came to care global consulting for your service? Can you still remember?
It was yeah, it was 2022. 2022 January, February, I mean to say, because Sydney left February. Yeah, Sydney
Okay.
started February, joined May, I think May by the, so it was during that period, February, March, that Sydney gave me the contact of Care Global, 2022 February.
Okay, 2022 February. That is 2 years plus now. If it's 22 February, that is 2 years
Is it up
plus.
to two? Is it up to 2 years?
Yes, it's up to 2 years. 2022. This is
Okay,
August.
I made contact with Care Global January 9th, 2022.
Yes. So if it's January 9, 2022, that is 2 years. That is 2 years. 2 years, 8 months or so.
And
2 years,
some 2 years
seven.
there.
Yeah, some months. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now I know that you have talked about other things, as in how good our service was, when you came to assess it.
Of
So,
course. Yeah.
what were the
Still,
services that you
it's still the
assessed?
same. It has not changed.
What was the services that
I
you
assessed
assessed?
education. Okay, firstly, I assessed educational consultation as to which best university and my budget, what it can actually do for me, the money I have for the budget, and the tuition fee, which has to be my budget. Which tuition fee am I looking at? These was the critical questions at the consulting stage. Care Global were able to give to me, although they said it depends on the admission and school, it varies, which I acknowledged. Then after which, the services of admission, securing admission, making sure the admission and the admission is being secured, making sure that my CAS was issued. And again, I forgot to say something about CAS. Care Global make sure that my CAS was. I did my interview. I had a mock interview with Care Global as regards to the CAS interview to similar questions, because Care Global will not answer your questions for you. That's why I say you have to be ready yourself. They will do their part, you do your own part. So Care Global got me ready as to similar question that could be asked or were to be asked, the way I should tackle the question based on what I do, because it's a personal question, it's things that they cannot answer for me. So I say this consultation, admission, precast interview, precast mock interview, making sure the cast was issued, making sure they offer me the services of visa application and all that. And they had to tell me to go and do my what? What's it called again? Abuja. What did we do in Abuja last? That's that. Is it health insurance? What
Biometrics.
is it? Tuberculosis test. And tuberculosis, this forms part of the visa application document. The visa
Okay.
application document. So at every stage, it was kind of a synergy thing. I do my part, they do their part. At every stage, they will tell me what to do that is required of me. I will go and do it, provide the document, I'll furnish it to the caregiver, they will do their part. And all this made the whole process seamless and worthwhile. So caregiver offered from zero stage of my application, consultation to the final stage, making sure I I arrived the UK safely, and they even called me to make sure I've started my program, making sure there's no problem along the line in doing my pre-enrollment process, making sure I've enrolled fully, and making sure they ask me how is UK on your first date. So these are the services Care Global offered me, and I appreciate Care Global for that.
Thank you. You can hear me now, right?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, so thank you. And I can tell you that everything that we did for Mr. Innocent was all free, including the placement, getting him different offers from these three different universities that he talked about, including, booking him for his TB test, and all of that, including his visa application. It was all free as at the time he assessed his salary. It was all free. All free. So yes, and
It was
I
all
could still
free.
remember
No dime was
I
paid.
could Yes, I could still remember, Mr. Innocent, that we printed even all your documents down for you to pick in Abuja, you know, and you came to our office to pick it.
I came to Abuja to pick up my document.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, you came to
I
our
was
office
in
to
your
pick it.
office to pick my
Yes,
document.
and then one thing,
Yeah.
good thing that Mr. Innocent did was that he appreciated, all my staffs that were on duty that day. So that was, how he showed that he really appreciated what we did. So this is, what we are talking about. Good people. You see that, people were of their best with what they do, and you appreciate them as well. Like, okay, it's not compulsory that he did that. He did what he did. It wasn't compulsory that he should do that. But then, out of a good heart and to appreciate, to encourage us,
No, I
he did that
I felt
to the
I
staff
felt
on duty that day. Yeah,
I felt
say it.
I felt it's necessary, and I felt
Yeah,
like I feel the importance of your hard work. No money
yeah,
was paid, all the services was free. How do I appreciate this? What should I do? Within my mind, I said, okay, I came to Abuja basically to pick document, and at the same time to appreciate you people for your efforts and the good work you
yes,
are doing. That was it all. Just I wasn't asked to do anything. I did it on my own. I had to
yes,
do everything
yes,
on my own. I was not told to do anything. None of your
yeah,
staff knew something was coming. I just did it out of appreciation, because I can imagine the hard work. How do you get the resources? How do you get paid? The fuel, the generator, the printers, all those documents printed for
yeah,
free, packaged in an envelope. This is that, and all that. How do you
yeah,
people finance this office? Because I, for one, I don't know. People, you pay down to zero paper you use in business center. So how do you people get this done? So that was me anyway, and I still appreciate you people till date, and I still
yeah.
will recommend as much as I can to Care Grover and all that. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for that gesture. I really, I love good people as well. So it was really a very, very good and kind gesture towards us as well. Thank you so much for that. So now Mr. Innocent, will you definitely you have said you've been recommending people and then you will still continue to recommend. I would have said, okay, will you recommend us to people? Definitely it's going to be yes, because you are still recommending and you're still going to be recommending. So, but then what I would say is that can you use this platform to tell our viewers and people that will rewatch this live to use our service?
Okay, I've recommended most of my friends. I've recommended,
Yeah.
and I'm still recommending to date. To everyone watching this program, I think this is a go for you. Use Care Global services for your education. But in Canada, expanded when I left, Care Global expanded to Canada. I was like, I wanted to do Canada sometime, but as at that time, Care Global was only doing
No,
United Kingdom, England. But
no,
when I
no.
left,
We've always done Canada from the beginning, from day one. We've always done Canada, US,
but yeah,
Australia, Ireland. At that time, we're doing Hungary. So we've always done other countries. It's
really,
not only yes. From day one, we've always
I
done
know. But
other countries.
I started seeing updates, Canada and the rest of it. I was really maybe it was
Yeah.
because I was peculiar with the United Kingdom. I said it's
Yeah, and maybe
UK or
because
nothing.
your friend,
Yeah, I saw a lot
maybe
of
because
people
your friend that referred you
and my friends as
went
well.
was yes
Yeah,
went to the UK.
my friend
So
told
and
me
yes, and then and I know that that can as well have impact on the decisions of
impact
students
and
or
influence.
clients.
Yeah,
Yes, it can have an influence because
yeah.
most people will be like, okay, since my friend is
It
going to
gives
the
it gives
UK, maybe
motivation. Makes you happy.
yes, yes. So okay,
To the viewers, I've not
now.
completed what I was saying.
Okay,
To the
sorry. Go
viewers,
ahead, please. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
to the viewers watching this program, I came to this live because I need to motivate people. I need to encourage people. It is not
Yeah.
easy. I know you'll be wrecking your heads how to go about put up an application. Care Global is there to render these services to you. If you're not using Care Global today, you're missing out. Get your academic papers ready. Contact Care Global today, and your next academic journey begins. I think the September intake is now. January is there. Care Global will get you admission January, and you are in the UK in December, so long as you are ready. So don't miss out with Care Global. Go and contact them today. They are always ready to help you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Mr. Innocent. So now, still one more thing about Care Global. Sorry. Which of the services? I know that you have talked about us beautifully, and then all of the things we did was awesome, like you said. So what is that one good thing that stand out for us in all of the services that we rendered? The one you
Timely
love most.
response.
Timely response. Thank
Timely
you.
response. They're always on time with everything. On time. There's always on time. If it's September, it's September. Care Global is always there 24/7. So I love their services. All the services, I cannot discriminate. This one is perfect. All of them are 100%, but I will give it out to what? Timely response. They're always there. We're on time at any time to answer to your questions, to your inquiries, and give you feedback within the next couple of minutes. So I love your time so much, and I appreciated that time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So now let's talk about let's come back to Nigeria. Let's talk about Nigeria. If you have to fix anything about Nigeria, your country, what would that be?
If I'm to fix something in Nigeria, what would that be? It's a tough one. There are so many things to be fixed in Nigeria, but if I'm given the opportunity to fix a thing in Nigeria, I would say I will fix. Should I narrow it down to mindset? No, I will fix the health sector. I'll fix the health
Okay.
sector because if you stay alive, you can fix every other thing. And when
Mm.
people are going, you can't fix all by yourself. But when people are healthy, being taken care of, being looked after, they can join forces with you in fixing other sectors of the economy. So if I'm to fix
Mm.
one very thing, I will make sure that the 24/7, 24 hours health facilities, most especially the hospitals, the health centers, everyone is hands on decks. These are the
Mm.
one thing that will make us to you that will unite us back again. Health, they said health is wealth.
Is what?
So if you don't have health, you can't have wealth. Yeah, that's what it literally means. So I'm going to fix the health sector. When I fix the health sector, every other thing will fall in place.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's talk about this other thing. You've told us just now, because now it's not only me, even including the viewers. You've told us just now that you are currently working, so you're done studying. So it means there's a lot of pounds coming in, so there is money. So now,
Pounds, pounds.
yes, that is it. But you know that people's
Go
money
ahead.
it
Go
has a
ahead.
very, very
Continue.
high value. So that, compared to our own currency here. So now, let's say now, in terms of responsibility, you know, either in a home or in a relationship or whatever, in terms of responsibility, when it comes to a home or a relationship. So should it what is your belief? Do you believe in a man? No, like now that you are earning a lot of pounds, so you're the one in charge spending, for your woman, or do you believe that your woman you should just stay down, stay doing nothing? Your woman should be spending on you, 100%, or do you believe in 50-50? So we just want to have a whole view from you. We've talked about so many things. So what's your view
Okay.
regarding responsibility
I
when
think
it comes to this angle?
your question in that aspect is very, very insightful. It's an insightful question, and I must say, it's a good one. Earning good pounds. I will start by the income, then I will now move further to the other questions that follow suit in terms
You
of
guys,
responsibility. So, so the resources you earn, you end up spending almost 80% of it back here if you curtail your expenses very well. I'm speaking from the angle of a single person. Okay, if you are single, this is how it works for you. Then, if you are married or if you have a partner, like they call it here, it differs. You have to come to a table and discuss. However, however, as a man, the way we are nurtured, as an Igbo man, I will speak from myself. Back home in Nigeria, man, we are wired, we are providers. Take it or you leave it, we are providers. And this providing of a thing works perfectly in Nigeria, is working 100%. Regardless, a man will provide.
really?
If you see a good man that loves his partner 100%, a man will provide regardless. He go out of his way to make sure his family is okay. A man will go out of his way to make sure his woman is okay. A man will go out of his way to make the woman smile.
Are you talking about yourself
That
or
is the way we
general?
are wired. By default,
Okay.
by default, this is how
Mm.
it should be. By default, this is what it
That is
is.
how it should be.
And
Okay.
I'm doing this based on Nigeria. Yeah, I'm doing
Mm.
it based on Nigeria. It works in Nigeria perfectly well in this category.
Okay.
Then coming to the UK, we are
Men,
now
take
in the
note.
UK.
Oh,
Things changes.
men, take note. That is how it should be. Okay.
When we are now in the UK, things change. A lot of things change. A
Mm.
man shoulder responsibility, not earning so much, will die before his time.
Mm.
I said will die before his time.
Mm.
I will explain. Take for instance, a man is making £2,000 in a month. As somebody
Mm.
that just arrived to UK that have not found feet in the UK, or making one,
Mm.
you can 2,000, you have to work extra mile to earn £2,000. Assuming a man is making 1,517 after tax, and he's living with his family of three or four, two children with the wife and himself is four, and he lives in a
Mm.
three-bedroom apartment. In that three-bedroom apartment, at the end of it all, with the bills, council
Mm.
tax, electricity, gas, and what have you, with the
Mm.
rent of the house, it could be around 1,314, depending on your city. And this man earns what? 1,700. He has sought out the bills in the house, like the house rent. What about the feeding? What about transportation to work? Assuming he has got a car, he needs to what? He needs to fuel his car, pay OMOT, pay insurance. That money will not go anywhere for the man. Here is where the woman comes in. Now, it worked very well in Nigeria. If a man earns 200,000, the woman wins 50,000. A man will still there are a lot of things you can do in Nigeria, extra money will come. Here in the UK, if it is not TikTok and all these programs online now, Facebook money, you are going nowhere. It doesn't work like that. Here in the UK, is that your money or nothing? And you can only do two jobs or one job, and you have 7 days in a week to do this. So if you are not able to do this work and earn more, you will die before your time. Can you still hear me?
Sorry about that. I was
Okay.
actually wondering that
So
could it be that today will just be this smooth and then there will be no, you know? But then yeah, I'm back.
yeah.
Let's go ahead.
All right. So here in the UK, it works differently. So after a man must have paid these bills, he has nothing left with. He has not talked about his phone. He has not talked about everything. And health-wise, if you do 7 days in a week, you break down. You won't have time to
Mm.
rest. And most of this work 8 hours, 12 hours. The most common is the shift that the healthcare sector, you do 12-hour shift. You do this 12-hour shift, you can do it 6 days, 7 days as a single person. Depending on your health condition, it's mentally draining. You need to live long. In as much as you're chasing the money, you need to live long. So here is where the woman comes in now. The woman will now come in and see that both of you are one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm talking for people that are married. Both of you are one.
Mm.
Yeah. So you are not different from your husband. Your husband is not different. If you both
Mm.
love each other, if you both love each other, if you both
Yeah.
do things together without a biased mind, being
Mm.
transparent, forget it or you leave it. The pounds causes issue as okay. Women disrespect man, man disrespect woman. It's not always sideways. It depends on who you marry anyway, and
Mm.
depends on their
Mm.
motive of coming into your
Mm.
life. So
Yeah.
these things play
Mm.
role in your life. So if this is that, this is where teamwork works very well.
Mm.
The power of two. This is where it works very well. If
Yeah.
you both put resources together, do
Mm.
whatever thing you have to do. I don't know. I don't care how. Others are saying it's how it's working for them, how it's not working for them. If you both
Mm.
put resources together, do your things together, you will travel far than
Yeah.
expected. But whereby is a house divided against itself cannot stand.
Yeah.
If you have anything to do, you communicate with your husband. This is it. This is what you people have in hand. This is what it is. How do we do this? Honey, baby, we have this to do. We have that to do. Because one day you will get tired of this work. What
Mm.
resources have you put aside to enable you bring up income? Let your money work for you now. But
Mm.
if you divide with each other, the person is doing his own thing, she is doing her own thing, then there's
Mm.
gonna you won't travel far.
Mm.
If a man decides to shoulder those responsibility, he's going to die before his time. And believe me, you, when the man dies, the woman continue her life. When the woman dies, the man continues there. After 1 year, mourn and all that,
Mm.
these things are sick these days. People have forgotten the morals we have. I don't know. I don't care how anybody makes this statement, but
Mm.
morals, they've forgotten the morals we have.
Mm.
People are doing it because we are now here. Whatever comes, comes. It doesn't work
Mm.
like that. Our mothers, our fathers that got married in the 70s, 60s, they are still happily married. Why is our
Mm.
own different now? Is it because of the pound? The life which you've never seen before, the life which you've never seen before, you are trying to have the life now. How? Why don't you team up with your man? The family you create today is better than the one you came from. He
Mm.
remains your man, she remains your wife. Till death do both of you part. So this thing of a thing, marriage works and break depends on who you marry now. If you marry
Mm.
somebody or be in a partnership with somebody that do not understand morals, that do not have the fear of God, is in a man is in a woman. You have to have the
Mm.
fear of God first to be able to when you have the fear of God, not knowing God is different and having the fear of God is different. You can know God, but you
Mm.
don't fear God. But you can fear God, and when you have the fear of God in you, is when your moral speaks, when your conscience begins to be at work. Before you act, you think, how will this meet this next person? How will that
Mm.
meet the next person? So all these things are good if you know who you marry. Marry your friend, marry who knows how to take care of you. Both of you can
Mm.
team up as a family, not dividing against each other. Team up. You are his and she is you. Whatever thing you want to do, do it together. Respect the man. You know, women we love respect. Coming from an African culture, most people will do content and still tell you that forget this respect. You are the man. You are the man. You cannot take it away from the men. You
Mm.
cannot. 70% of men, you cannot take this away from them. It is there. It is there. Inherently, they don't know how they do it. It manifests. You understand? So, but not being wicked, not being any other thing. Be the man, be the provider. Do the much you can. But if you both of you team up, you will move mountains. I'm telling you, you will move mountains.
Mm.
But if you don't team up, forget it. Forget it. You will survive along the line, but you still need to start life. You still need to start life again. So it's not it doesn't have a formula. Marriages here crashes every day
Yeah.
than back home. Every day on daily basis than back home. People have a lot of issues. Women will go on shift and say they're on shift whereas they have gone out. They realize that the man they're married is not their dream man. But you married him back home. All of you now came here now. He's no longer your dream man. You are not seeing people
Guys,
going to the gym,
you mean in the
going to the
UK
gym,
there?
and you think, yeah, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you for a fact.
Yeah.
He's not your man or kind of man. You go to work, people will sweet talk you into so many things, you forget your morals. The money will enter your head. How much is he making? You forget the respect of the man. But we are naturally the provider. We will do the much we can. A man is naturally a giver. Once a man loves you and have peace of mind where you are, the man will go out of his way to make you happy. But it's not always the case with the women. The women they have what they want to do, except few. They are exceptional women. Not saying there are not. They are exceptional women. Come rain, come shine. They are there. Having good upbringing from their parents, they are there. So it doesn't have formula. Making pounds or not making pounds, it doesn't have formula. Once the woman start working, most friends will start, what are you giving? What are you doing? You need to keep your money. These men are wicked. They will bastardize your mind. And you start going, at the end, you will cry. It's you. Everybody will cry. You cry, the man
Now,
will cry, the lady will cry. Everybody, it ends, you know? So that is it.
beautiful analysis there. I don't know who sang the song and said, "Love is sweet, but when money enter, love is sweet." Now, now, see, one thing is, like you
No,
said earlier,
no,
if
no.
somebody loves you, what? Wait, if somebody loves you, give. Same thing with God. See, that is why God should be our um he's our author, yeah. So he's also God should also be who we look up to when we do things, because he has actually given us the principles. There are principles to this part. Okay, you said that there's no one straight thing to this thing, but then there are principles that when one imbibes, you have a successful home, a successful relationship, everything, you know, as in a successful any venture at all, even including home, business, whatever. There are principles that when you imbibe, you will see that success is easy to come by. Now, um, also, when we talk about, God is a giver. He lays that example. He said, "For God so loved the world, even when the world was not even good, God gave first, and then He gave His only begotten Son. He used it, that giving, to change us back to Him. It's only unfortunate that, in the world today, we have different type of people. That is understandable. And then there are some, that, when they see you doing good thing, they want to, even if they are bad before, and then maybe you mistakenly align yourself with them, they change because they see you doing good thing. But then there are some people that that will never change, because maybe, I don't know, it is their own orientation, or it is whatever. But then it is also good for us to know that, yes, the Bible has said we should respect, women. Women should respect, or submit. Maybe submission, most men talk about respect and all of that. The submission is part of the respect, yeah. So now, it is still the same Bible that first say, "Love men, love your wife," or "Men love the women." So now, I always says that there's no man that is loving their partner or loving their wife that the wife will not submit. Now, if you love your wife will naturally submit. Even women are actually naturally they submit. But then at times, even you see that a man is not loving his wife, and the woman is still submitting, still going out. The man refused to bring to the house, maybe giving to guests outside, but then the woman is still doing everything and bringing everything to the house, cooking. They're all still eating. The man is still eating in the house and everything, but it shouldn't be. So it is good that you're bringing this perspective that people need to have the fear of God. Yeah, when we do these things, we have the fear of God. When we have the fear of God, these things become easy. But a lot of people, how many people have the fear of God these days? You know, most people think about themselves and themselves and themselves. The first thing they think about themselves, the second thing they think about is themselves, the third thing they think about, the fifth, even the 1 millionth thing they think about is still themselves. They don't consider that even their partner in the relationship is them. Like the Bible said, you and your partner, or you and your wife, let's put it that way, is one. But they don't see it that way. They're only thinking about themselves. Or maybe, like you said, your time, if it depends on the motive, coming into this thing. Some people have ulterior motives. So, but then when somebody had the fear of God, like you said, definitely the motives will be right, everything will be right. That is why even to get into the relationship, one is to open their eyes very well, you know, and before you look, so that you're leaping or you're jumping into the right thing and not the wrong thing. So, so I love your analysis, and then thank you for your insight into this thing. I just want the whole life to be a balanced perspective, not just studies alone, not just, governance alone, but then everything. Thank you. Is there any other thing you still like to say regarding this responsibility thing? So a lot of women are ready to be helpers. In fact, a lot of women, you see, just like, people normally say, motivational speakers will say, if you give something to a woman, they multiply it. Yeah, that is why, but then
Uh,
you say what you want to say. You want to say something.
okay,
Women,
in that
women are
regarding
naturally,
the relationship of a thing,
yeah,
regarding the relationship of a thing, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
is always in the UK here. I'm making references to UK here. If
okay.
you see men, a lot of men are in to help. A lot of men are in, because the woman will go to work,
To help, you said?
come back. You have to be no. A lot of men are willing to help. A woman will go
But
out,
then they're not supposed to be helpers.
go
They are
to
supposed
work,
to
come
be, they
back,
are supposed to be
do proper.
providers. It's the woman that's meant to be that.
They
See,
are provided and they are
when we miss the responsibility,
no.
yes, when we miss the responsibility at times, we have
Hang
problem
on,
as well.
hang on 1 second. I'm trying to do analysis here. I'm
Yes,
trying to do
okay.
analysis here. In the UK, it's different. It's
Hmm.
different here in the UK because
Hmm.
when a woman goes out for 12-hour shift,
God of the UK is
be
God
it
of
2 days,
Nigerian, is the
3 days.
God of everywhere, and the principles remain the same.
No, I'm not. I'm coming to the responsibilities now. Where a
Okay.
woman, you said men should love their wife. Yeah.
Hmm.
For a woman to submit. You understand what you said. So in
Hmm.
that category, some men, because where these things start, where a woman will go out, come back, says, I've not done this, I've not done, you didn't cook, you didn't assist me in doing this, you didn't assist me with, I'll go out, come back, cook, do all these things. A man should still come and
Hmm.
help in that category. If a woman is out and she's working and there are things to be done in the house, take for instance, put the clothes in the laundry, wash them, bring them out,
Hmm.
sun it. If there's some shoppings need to be done for the family, you can still go out to make the work easier for her when she comes back. Do the shoppings. If you're a good cooker, you still come out, do the needful, cook as much as you can, to relieve the work from her own perspective. Because there are no
Hmm.
formulas to all these things. UK has spoiled a lot of things. A man and a woman, this woman sees they are equal to a man here, but it's not the same. It's not what you should be. A woman is coming to help. A man comes to help assist at the same in the kitchen, in the domestic activities. You understand what I'm
Okay. In
saying?
the domestic
Because the
activities,
woman
okay.
cannot go out for 12 hours. Yeah, a woman cannot go out for 12 hours at 12-hour shifts, come back, put the clothes in the laundry, and you're at home.
Yeah, because women these days, they
If you're at
also work
home
as well.
with
They don't just stay
doing,
at home. Yes.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. If your wife is 100% housewife, the verse is the case, whereby both
Hmm.
of you try to do some things, she can come back and say that she's tired. Don't bother that day. Just do the things that needs to be done. Get things
Hmm.
ready. These things comes with the way you treat each other.
Hmm.
There's a man that you will give. There is no man that you will give that peace of mind that will not go out of his way
Can
and
you talk
still
about the
repeat it.
responsibility?
Those things
Can you
that you
talk
need
about
to do.
the angle of responsibility?
Angle of responsibility. The responsibility
Yes.
of a man and the responsibility of a woman.
No, in terms of providing, like, okay,
By the in terms of
you know.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
say what you want to say.
No, what I want to say is that, you know, some women, maybe they are well to do, they have money, yeah, and then maybe they have money more than their man. So, And then in that case, maybe the man is just comfortable to be taken care of or whatever. So, and then at times, it's not about maybe having more than the man, but then the man doesn't just want to do anything, and then the woman is the one doing
Those men,
everything, fending for the home and all of that. Then at times, we have a man, or which he should be, providing, even if they don't even have much. There are some men that even if it is handwork they are doing, that is spending for them, they want to take charge as a man, you know, and they provide, like they are providers. Then even the woman, might still
okay,
be able to support, irrespective. But then there are also women that are also very, very comfortable as just being a housewife or whatever, not doing anything else. So there are varieties to this thing. And then there are some people that are 50-50. They want, okay, you bring 50, I bring 50. So, and I'm saying that what is your own belief in terms of this responsibility, in terms of providing, either in a relationship or in a home? And then what's your belief? But then, because that's the fact that you are saying that there's no rule to this thing. There is a rule. The Bible has rule, and it's what's part out in the Bible, how a home should be, or how things are supposed to be run. And then as well, although the Bible also understands that there could be a situation where the man might be down, or the man might not be well off. And then the Bible also talk about, how a good woman in that, scenario should be, and should, help and stand for her home. So I just want to have, perspective of people on this thing. I just want listeners to also hear and then also learn, because I know that when it comes to talking, about this thing, different people have different perspective, maybe based on what they believe in. So I want you to talk about your own belief regarding responsibility. Do you understand now?
okay. So whoever that has money shouldn't be a yardstick of who owns the higher responsibility. We are all equal and we have various responsibilities.
Mm.
That you have higher money more than your husband shouldn't be a yardstick. But I'm still of the opinion that a man, you shouldn't be lazy as a man. That
Uh-huh.
she has money, she's providing for the family, you shouldn't go and sleep. You
Uh-huh.
shouldn't make her overwork herself. You should come up and stand and do the things you can do as a man. Not sleeping around, lazying about, not trying to go out there to struggle, to hustle for the family and still hold that mantle of leadership in the
Mm-hmm.
home. On the contrary, on the contrary, a man might not
Yeah.
have money, but does every other activities in the house. Every other activities in the house, he's doing it to his best of his
Mm.
ability. The fact that he's not bringing money does not make him less of a man.
At all.
The
At
only thing
all.
is that
Mm.
he is not opportune. Maybe if he's not, maybe he's not, he doesn't have an opportunity. He's not lazy, but he has not
Mm.
opportunity has not presented itself for him to do what he's supposed to do as a man. Then, if it is in your own hand as a woman, nobody should hear that you are putting up for your family, because the Bible says two can two work together if they did not agree. That is the most straight way.
Mm.
Before two can work together, there must be compatibility. So, for you as a woman, if you have more money and you look at the man is not lazy before, or something happened, then come in. Nobody should hear his internal thing. But whereby he is lazy, you should know when you are dating a man whether he's lazy or not. That should
Uh-huh.
be the
Yeah.
starting point. That is where you should do your analysis from, not in the marriage or not in the relationship. You should start when you are dating the man. You should know how he takes responsibility, how he shoulders
Mm.
responsibility. That should give you a sense of belonging. If this man is being given opportunity,
That is
this
where
is
you
what
need to
he
look
can
before
do.
leaping.
With that your money, the man can multiply it. You get what I mean? The man can multiply it and work hard and say, okay, honey, bring this amount. Let's do this.
It is
Ideas are
women
coming
they
in just
said is
because
the
he hasn't been the
multiplier.
res-
Men are supposed to be the sower. Why women are the multiplier? Are you changing the rule?
No, multiply. Some women. You are born to support. There are women that are what catalysts.
Mm,
They
yeah,
are catalysts. They will ginger the man. They will be at the forefront and do what they are supposed to do. But whereby a man
yeah.
is not having money, it shouldn't be a yardstick. The money is for the family? Is it not for the family? It's for the family. So why making it a different? Once it's marriage, everything is done and dusted. You have to work out a modality on how to work your family. But a man should always be a man, because when there is something to fix with hammer designs in the house, all this heavy duty work that comes men's responsibility, woman will
Mm,
not come and do it. It's the man that will still come and do it. The woman will
mm,
not come and do it. You leave it for honey to come back. When tire flags on the road, when there are hard work, some people their car will break, they will call honey. That is a man's responsibility, isn't it? That is where he
mm.
functions very in his own capacity. When a woman in the kitchen, I'm the one doing the cooking, I'm the one doing the everyone. If you're happy doing it, it's fine. It's fine. But there are some things a man fixes in the house, women don't do. And the man does that. You understand? A man should be a man at all level.
All right, a
Take
man should
mantle of your
let us
leadership,
take
take
let
your
us
home.
take let us take that as the parting word. A man should be a man at all level. A man should be a man at all level. Let us close it, this
At all times.
discussion there. So that we won't thank you for all your perspective. They're all beautiful. So yeah, and then know that there is, if you're finding it hard to understand how this thing should be, there is a manual. God has already given us a manual on all of these things, and that is the Bible. Maybe the Quran. I don't know how to read the Quran, so that is why it's the one I know how to read. I'm talking about now that I have read. So you can look at the Bible for guidance. Yeah. So, and one should always draw strength and then wisdom from that. That is the whole duty of man. All right. So, Mr. Innocent, will you give us your parting word by giving shout out to your friends, family, both in the UK, across the globe, the ones in Nigeria, everybody, so that we can close.
Okay, to my family, friends, well wishers, to my loved ones watching this program, I say a big shout out to you guys for coming in to look at the program, see what we have got to provide with Care Grover. I wish you all love and happiness, peace at all time. Remember, Innocent loves you all, and we are working hard to put a smile on each and every one of us faces. So keep
Yeah.
tuned. We will come back every Wednesday and Friday, 12. You might not only be innocent, there are a lot of people coming for the program with a lot of
Yeah.
experiences. They are coming to share their ideas, what they've got. Just keep tuned at the same time next week. Friday, we have Wednesday, Friday. I think is it Monday? I don't know
Yes,
if
this
we've got
month
Monday
we
as well.
normally have the
So
live.
keep following us.
Yeah, yeah. Continue.
So keep following us, and I love
I
you
think
all.
the live is
I
supposed to
love you
be
all. See
Monday.
you when I see you again.
Thank you, Mr. Innocent. So the live usually comes up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So any of those days, you might just see us come up.
Really?
You know, if we are not too busy, so we actually normally have people, but then at times we
Okay.
might have engagement that might make us not to be able to come up on those days. But then definitely once in a week at least, you should see us up. So if the time permits. Thank you so much for you know
Yeah.
um
Thank
joining the
you.
live.
Thank you. It's good having you
So,
around.
yeah, thank you. So from here, from me and then from Mr. Innocent. So we say bye from here. We're signing out.
From all of us in the
Signing out.
United Kingdom. Yeah, we're signing
Thank
out.
you. Regards to people in the United Kingdom and to everyone there. Bye bye.